Throwing the astrological dice. Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. Where do you see the changes? With horoscopes for general guidance. 21st of April 2024. Are you ready for some disruptive change in your life? Possibly some new insights or new awakenings. We are all here for the new opportunities that Jupiter can offer, but things get more unpredictable when paired with disruptive, unpredictable Uranus, even for us predictive astrologers. We often say that you wouldn't go far wrong to expect the unexpected, but what does that even mean? Maybe it's just surrendering, that word again, and going with life's flow. Just that this time we're not on some gentle, lazy river, but we're on the rapids, and we lost everything out of the boat. Maybe it's already been shaking up things. A planetary conjunction is most intense when it is applying. That means to say moving towards each other rather than apart and separating. Jupiter and Uranus have been within 3 degrees of engagement that Hellenistic astrologers identify as this intense blending of planetary significations since early April in the Venus-ruled sign of Taurus. The Jupiter-Uranus cycle. This conjunction occurs approximately every 14 years. We experienced an opposition in their synodic cycle in December 2016 in Aries Libra, and March then September 2017. Their previous conjunctions were in 2010 in Aries and 2011 in Pisces. So if you're able to think back to that time, you can get some clues as to the themes that might be came. Was in May 1941, and that was at 25 degrees. We have also just had 2 eclipses in the cardinal signs of Libra and Aries to navigate, so at times it is hard to tell which event is coming from which planetary expression. Cardinal signs are the initiators of the zodiac. They come at the turning points of the year, the times of seasonal change. Aries into spring and Libra into autumn. It takes energy and action to create that change in environment we associate with these times of year. The quality of the light becomes noticeably different. In Aries, the light returns after the long months of winter, and both we and the spring flowers and the animals all awaken to welcome the daylight back. In Libra, we see a shedding as the leaves turn and the trees pull their energy inward and down. We also release, ready for the decay that winter will bring in the long months of darkness when we lose so much of our light. Persephone left the earth for the underworld, and her mother was so struck with grief that winter walked the earth and the seasons were created. Taurus is an earth, solid or fixed sign that expresses in a yin or feminine way. Taurians and those with Taurus placements in their natal chart enjoy the dual rulership of the planet of love, joy and harmony, Venus, and the moon, who is exalted here. The moon is the ruler of our fortune and our environment, those things that may fluctuate, ebb and flow, as the moon's own circumstances do. This is a place where beauty, art, comfort and peace are all appreciated for their own sake, not just for their inherent worth in any financial valuation. It is enough just to be, to enjoy the simple pleasures of life, the first sip of tea or coffee in the morning, a beautiful sky, the flight of a bee, or a flower gently opening its petals. The nature of a fixed or solid sign is stability and consistency, to maintain that which has already been initiated. It is an interesting place for us to observe the awakening expression of the planet Uranus. The man, the myth. In Greek mythology, Zeus, the god associated with the planet Jupiter, was known as the king of the gods, embodying the power of thunder and lightning. He was the son of Kronos, Saturn, and Rhea. There was a legend that one of Cronus' children would overthrow him, So Kronos took the curious option of still creating children, but eating them after birth. Rhea couldn't bear this any longer, and Zeus was hidden away from his father. True to the legend, he grew up to return and overthrow Kronos, seeking revenge for his mother and his siblings' sufferings, and claiming his place as the ruler of Mount Olympus. He may often be seen depicted with a thunderbolt in hand, or adorned with regal attire. Zeus commands both respect and fear among mere mortals and immortals alike. His myths are full of tales of divine justice, romantic escapades, or epic battles amongst formidable foes. He was the father of gods and men, so Zeus symbolises the omnipotence of the heavens and the unpredictability of nature's forces. The planet Jupiter represents wisdom and justice, bringing order to earthly matters. We often see that a Jupiter transit may bring opportunities, but only if we are willing to walk through the door that is opening for us. In traditional astrology, Jupiter rules the generous, expansive signs of Sagittarius and Pisces. In both of these, we feel a yearning for free expression. The archetype. Richard Tarnas, in his book Cosmos and Psyche, Intimations of a New Worldview, delves into the archetypal patterns of planetary movements and their influence on human history and culture. Talking about Jupiter and Uranus, Tarnas writes that their conjunction signifies a time of significant societal shifts and cultural revolutions. He argues that this celestial alignment represents a period marked by expansive optimism, innovative breakthroughs, and radical social change, a quantum leap forward. The combination of Jupiter's expansive energy with Uranus's disruptive and revolutionary nature heralds a time of dynamic transformation and the emergence of new ideas, ideologies, and social movements. Tarnas suggests that this conjunction holds profound implications for the collective psyche, signalling a time of upheaval and the potential for groundbreaking advancements in various spheres of human endeavour. He quotes, "One of the first instances I came upon, often cited by historians of science, was when Kepler and Galileo independently made public, within a few years of each other, their separate discoveries that confirmed the Copernican theory of the solar system." End quote. 1609 to 1610. Tarnas offers multiple examples in the fields of breakthroughs and groundbreaking advancements, including in the arts, science, technology, film, literature and music, and social or political movements. I shared a recent breakthrough that I spotted in the news on social media about the discovery of a material called goldine, and there have been many more. Only time will tell which are the most significant. Outer planets move very slowly, so the expressions that they initiate in our lives are often experienced more as a process unfolding than a single isolated event. We can often expect developments seeded at this time of the conjunction to tell a longer story as it unfolds. The Decan, Taurus 3. We can also gain insight from examining the decan, or face, that this conjunction lands within. A decan is an ancient way of dividing the zodiac into 36 divisions of 10 degrees each. The decans predate our own system of dividing the zodiac into 12 signs of 30 degrees. And if you know your maths, you will already see that there are neatly 3 decans within each of our familiar 12 zodiac signs. Each decan has many years of myth, folklore and images attached with it, and we are still creating new images to this day. The decan that this conjunction falls within is Taurus 3. This decan is ruled by Saturn in both the Chaldean system, which is most commonly used by Western and Hellenistic astrologers, and is also Saturn used by Eastern astrologers. When there is a double rulership by one planet, that planet's energy is intensified, and as astrologers, our attention is focused. Saturn is known as the Lord of Time. Taurus 3 has been represented by T. Susan Chang in Dreaming the Decans in verse. Respect the plodding of the bull. Know when to push and when to pull. Time. It is Earth's oldest spell. What happens slowly happens well. When action ceases, time stands still. Who wants to die upon that hill? I heed the ruler of the clock. I clean, I fix, and I take stock. For progress that you cannot feel is nonetheless equally real. This has been shortened and edited. Astro Artistry, or her Twitter handle Nicola Nart, has illustrated the Decan with a stag standing underneath the stars, titled Weather the Storm. She offers us this keywords to navigate the Decan in her Wild Way Oracle deck. The keywords are turbulent times, always be prepared, ward against misfortune. In this Decan we are reminded of how humans have created insurance to provide collective support in times of disaster. We can prepare for a storm, batten down the hatches, but it is only after the storm has passed that we can assess the true extent of the damage or the changes that have happened. However, like the strong stag, we have the resources and the strength to learn from this and to grow. We also know how and when to surrender to greatest forces that we cannot control, like the time, weather, planetary movements even. In these times we can resort to Austin Coppock's image for this Decan, which is the prayer beads, find our spiritual centre and our calm in the eye of the storm. What might all this mean in our own lives? There are many variants, and it depends on our own personal chart. It would take an astrologer to prepare an individual predictive report and consult with you too to give you a full idea. And even then, the nature of Uranus is to throw a curveball into the mix. We can gain an idea of the themes by using the dates that I gave above to look back at how these meetings of Jupiter and Uranus have played out in your life before. What themes did they bring up for you? And what were you being released from? Can you see how it played out as a process? What helped you at that time? And what would you have liked to have done differently? Hold on to these answers if you are facing disruption now. Remember that it is intending to create a release valve in your life. There is a pull to freedom that may be coming out of the blue. This is something that you are outgrowing. However, it may be uncomfortable or even painful to have this insight. It may mean moving out of your comfort zone. Understanding this bigger picture and the timing of this cycle can be helpful at this time. Horoscope guide to themes for Jupiter-Uranus. So we can look as astrologers at which areas of life and themes are likely to come up for each rising sign. This is not intended as prediction, just as a guide to help you. Please read for your rising sign, but if you don't know your rising sign, you can read for your sun or moon sign. But it just won't be as accurate. If you know your birth time, you can visit a free website like astroseek.com or visit an app like Charney app to create your chart and find out. Please note this is a general guide to the planetary placements. I have readings available at Celestia Astrology, of course. Uranus has been shaking things up in this area for you since March 2019 when he entered Taurus, and Jupiter joined in Taurus and has been moving closer to Uranus since May 2023, so that may also help you. Aries. You may receive insights, disruptions or changes into how your personal resources, your financial income, but also any other resources which you have nurtured over time and which support your well-being and your closest relationships are interacting and supporting each other. For example, your car that you maintain regularly is a resource which you nurture when you ensure that it's serviced and roadworthy, and you feed it with fuel. Other resources may grow in time as you nurture and maintain them with your attention. Just like things grow in a garden. You may need more freedom from the work involved and may need simpler ways to streamline the resources between your partner and yourself, or other close friendships. You are still integrating the changes from eclipse season in your house of self, so go after what you want. Taurus, this is your time to shine, Taurus, with the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction lighting up your first house of self. Are you ready to win at life? If you have been working hard to fine-tune your daily routines and ensure your health appointments are up to date, you should be in a good place to begin reaping the rewards now with a glowing appearance and renewed confidence. Hopefully you've been experiencing the changes as Uranus and Jupiter have been moving through your first house, and now you are ready for the grand finale. You may receive insights, disruptions or changes to what still needs your attention and where you still need to express your authenticity. Be more you. It's just time to stop and smell the roses. Life is also about the journey and savouring every moment, Taurus. Gemini. Your inner self could be undergoing some deep change and you may be craving some alone time to process everything. Ground in whatever way works best for you. Maybe you journal, meditate or track your dreams to help the conjunction bring insights and emotions to the surface for you. You may receive insights, disruptions or changes around possibly themes of institutions such as hospitals, prisons, or large animals or hidden enemies may be coming through for you. There may be some ways in which you are called to free yourself from previous links or commitments in these areas. Children, romance or expressing your creative side may also help you and guide you and provide the key to unlocking your message. Your ruler, Mercury, is currently retrograde and you may find things easier when he goes direct later this month. Cancer. The conjunction may be bringing you insights, disruptions or changes around your hopes and dreams or friendship groups and benefactors. Have there been changes at home that are having an impact on your plans? Are your dreams taking you away from home? Maybe you are finding a new balance between these two areas of your life as your friend groups evolve and change. The family dynamics and your role within it may also be evolving. Maybe the insight comes from finally getting on with that ancestry research you have been planning. Leo. What has been shifting for you in your career, vocation, or how you are seen publicly? The conjunction may be showing you now what is missing or what needs to change. It is worth paying attention. The communication may come through information technology, local community or your siblings and extended family. It could be local schools, even cars, transport, or anything communication related. You may receive insights, disruptions or changes in these themes which release you from that which you have outgrown to allow the new energy in, even if it feels uncomfortable now. Virgo. Are you feeling called to develop your further studies into higher education, or maybe explore spirituality or philosophy, even the law? Perhaps that has been your life and you need to break away from it now, or find a new path to travel. Travel plans may be on the agenda and you may find your freedom on the road. The conjunction may offer insights, disruptions or changes to show you what you need to know right now and highlighting what you need to do to provide the resources for your plans to spring into action. Libra. You've been stepping up into your personal power after the changes of the solar eclipse and Aries season. There may have been challenging releases to be made. You may receive insights, disruptions or changes along the themes of shared resources, debts, taxes, inheritance, or even karmic debts and soul ties that could have impacted your sense of self, health or appearance in some way. These insights may help you become free of what you are now ready to outgrow. Ground yourself in whatever way works best for you. Maybe spend time in meditation, on walks or journaling to help you understand if you are not already aware of the process that is unfolding for you, Libra. Scorpio. There may be shifts or revelations, disruptions, insights and new understandings in your personal relationships with this conjunction. This includes business and all close relationships as well as your intimate partner. Your inner world or dream life may become more intense, and you may need alone time to process the insights it is offering. Pay attention to the messages from your dreams. Sagittarius. You may receive insights, disruptions, or new understandings about what needs to change with your daily routines and health. This might also include small animals and any regular work you do for which you feel unrecognised or where you advocate for others. What needs to shift, or what do you need to be released from now? Your friends and communities may also be shifting or offering insights. They could be ready to support you or be leading the way. Positive change within your groups can support your career, and you may have a light bulb moment about where your hopes and dreams are leaving you. Capricorn, have you allowed yourself to have fun and relax recently? Where do you find your creative insights? As this conjunction has been transiting this house for you since May 2023, you may have noticed the changes already. Now is the time to nurture your own creative spark. Follow the new insights, accept the changes or allow the disruptions, and lose yourself in the joy of wherever it leads you. It may be revealing something new you need to know about a new direction for your working life and your career too. Aquarius. You may receive insights, disruptions or changes which ultimately deepen your understandings and emotional connections at home and your ancestral roots at this time. You may feel called to plan travel or find inspiration and greater understanding through spirituality, higher study or philosophy. Those higher institutions that usually govern us may hold a key for you to unlock what you seek to understand in your home sanctuary. Pisces. Your local community and extended family may be disrupted in some way or changing. It may offer you deeper insights at this time. You may need to release something held within your subconscious from karmic ties or something more tangible from debt or shared resources. Allowing the necessary release and renewing your local ties and connections will help you. To help you navigate this time, do visit my Astro Mindfulness exercise for the Scorpio full moon. This is inspired by the astrology of this conjunction, including the full moon which happens in a few days. Ground yourself in whatever way works best for you. For example, journal any new emotions or insights that are surfacing, any intense dreams, meditate or walk in nature. Lean into ritual, light a candle or carry a crystal, and sit with your thoughts. Check your old diaries for previous Jupiter-Uranus transits. I give you the dates earlier on. My sources: the two beautiful books, T. Susan Chang, Dreaming the Decans, and Richard Tarnas, Cosmos and Psyche, Intimations of a New Worldview.